This overnight hair growth cream will grow your hair long and thick while you are asleep. There is a reason it is called overnight hair growth cream. So if you know you don't have the patience to take care of long and thick natural hair, there's no need to waste your time and money in making this powerful hair growth cream. This cream is going to thicken your hair, it will strengthen your hair, it prevents hair loss and excessive shedding. It also adds shine to your hair and it prevents premature graying and darkens the hair. All you need to make this video is just two powerful ingredients and they are very easy to get. My first ingredient is coffee. Coffee boosts blood circulation when applied to the scalp. It strengthens the hair, it reduces hair loss. It also detoxifies the scalp and promotes healthy hair growth. So if you have not been using coffee on your hair, this is a sign to start using it. My next ingredient is sulfur 8. This has been very useful for years. It contains a lot of ingredients that are beneficial for our scalp and our hair. It helps to reduce itchy scalp and flakiness. So if you're experiencing dandruff and your scalp is always flaking, this is really good for you. It is a scalp and hair conditioner. So I added 1 tablespoon of the coffee and 1 tablespoon of the sulfur 8 cream. Now I'm going to mix everything together to combine it. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you 2 ways to make this cream. The first one, this one I'm showing you right now, is the one you can leave on your hair, while the second one is the one you will wash out. I'll show you how to make both of them and I'm going to explain in detail how to use them. So make sure you don't miss any part of this video because these 2 ingredients are super potent and they should not be misused. That is why I'm going to take my time to explain everything, both how I made them and how I use them. Keep on watching. Before using the coffee, you can decide to blend it into a smooth paste if you want, but for me, I'm going to use it like that. After mixing it very well, I'm going to melt it together using the double boiler method. You want to do this on medium to low heat. The heat should not be too much so you don't end up damaging the nutrients from the coffee and the cream. So make sure you stand by it and always stir it to prevent it from getting burnt also. So just keep stirring until everything is completely melted. I want to take this time to say a very big thank you to my old and new subscribers and my returning viewers as well. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate. And if you enjoyed this video or you like to see more of something like this, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. So now I've turned the heat off. I'm just going to leave it for a while to cool down before I strain it. And let me say this quickly, it shouldn't be too cold because you know that sulfur 8 is in solid form. It is not oil and I did not add any oil to this method. So make sure you sieve it when it's still a bit hot. If not, if it's too cold, it is going to solidify and it will be really hard to get the product out of anything you are using to strain it. And I would advise you use a light material to strain it, either a cheesecloth or a wig cap. The material should be really light. Right here, the material I'm using is a bit too thick and it was very difficult to get the product out of it. So make sure you don't make this mistake. And I had to use this material because I couldn't lay my hands on my cheesecloth and my wig cap as at the time I wanted to strain. That was why I decided to use this thick material. So make sure you use a light one so you'll be able to get all your products out of it. If you look at my hands very well, you will see what I'm talking about. You see that the product is already getting thick. So this is what I'm able to get out of it. I couldn't get everything out of it because the material was too thick. So I'll just transfer it into a container and leave it to solidify while I show you the second method. Remember, I am going to show you two methods. One is a leave-in and the other one is the one you would have to rinse out. And when you're rinsing the second one out, you are not supposed to use shampoo except you are using it before your wash day. This is what the first one looked like after it has solidified. So I'm just going to set this aside right now and show you the second method. For the second method, you need a clean bowl. Make sure it is dry, there's no water on it. And I'm going to add the coffee. I'm using 1.5 tablespoons of coffee. Right here I have almond oil. I will add 3 tablespoons of almond oil. You can use any oil of your choice in this case. You can use olive oil, coconut oil, any other oil you think your hair loves. That is what you should use. Now I'll add the sulfate cream. I'll add 2 tablespoons as well. So here I have 1.5 tablespoons of coffee. I have 3 tablespoons of almond oil, which I mentioned that you could use any oil of your choice. And that now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of the sulfate cream. And also, if you don't have sulfate cream for this method, you can use shea butter if you don't have sulfate cream for this method. But for the first one, I would advise you use sulfate cream. So I'll just mix everything together and I'm going to melt them together using the double boiler method. Remember, use low to medium heat and also stand by it. Make sure you stir so that it doesn't get burnt. Now I'm not going to leave this for a long time. Immediately everything has melted together, I just brought it down. This is what I have. Now it's time to strain. I'm going to be straining it into this container. This time I finally found my weak cap. That is what I will use to strain. Like I said, make sure you use a light material to strain it. It is going to prevent it from getting cold and you will be able to get out all the oil and the cream out of the cloth if it is light. So I'm just going to press to get out as much as I can bring out of it. Just make sure the coffee particle does not come out of the cloth you are using. So after straining, this is what I have. I'm just going to cover it up and leave it alone for some time to solidify. You can put it in the fridge or leave it out in a cold place for it to solidify. So this is the one I previously made, the one you will leave on your hair. I transferred it into a small container and this is the same container that I used for this one. Now few minutes later it has solidified. This is what I have. If you look at the bottom, you see that the coffee is settled at the bottom. So what I would do each time I want to use it, or I can just decide to mix it down before I use it. So I'll just go ahead and use my finger to mix it everywhere to make sure that the one at the bottom is combined to all the ingredients at the top. Just use either your hand or a spoon, anything to mix it together. If this video is helpful to you in any way, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also share the video with your loved ones. After mixing everything together, this is what I have. So this is the one you apply on your scalp and wash out the next day. You apply it overnight. That is why it is called overnight hair growth cream. Right now I'm going to demonstrate how to use the first one. What I simply do is I apply it on my fingers. Look at what I am doing. I apply it on my fingers and then apply it directly on my scalp and my edges. When you apply it, don't just drop it on your scalp and leave it. I always say this: make sure you massage it into your scalp very well. Massage for at least 5 minutes. So the first one that I'm applying now, I always leave this on my hair till whenever I'm ready to wash my hair, and I use it twice a week. But for the other one, I use it overnight. I apply it on my scalp and then I wash it out the next day. I apply it in the evening and then I sleep with it. The next day I'll wash it out using just water. I only use shampoo if it is my wash day. So for the first one, you apply it on your scalp, your edges, and leave it in. But for the second one, you apply it same way and then you wash it out the next day using just water. I hope this video is helpful to you. If you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll respond to you. See you in my next video.